Often in maths, we want to estimate answers rather than working out exact values to make calculations easier. Our method is going to be to round any figures to one significant figure and then to calculate. For example, if I asked you to estimate 2.4 times 3.7, I would first use a sort of curly equal sign, like this, sort of wavy equal sign, and I would round each of the numbers in the calculation to one significant figure. 2.4 to one significant figure is going to be 2. 3.7 to one significant figure is going to be 4, so I have to do 2 times 4, which gives me an answer of 8. B, if I asked you to estimate the answer to 4.8 plus 9.73, I again would use the wavy equal sign. 4.8 would round to 5 to one significant figure, 9.73 rounds to 10 to one significant figure, which would give me an answer of 15. Here are some more examples. So the first one, 4.8 times 2.7 over 2.5. Remember, over as a fraction means divide by. 4.8 would round to 5 to one significant figure. 2.7, I underline the first significant figure, dotted line. The 7 tells us to round up, so we have 3 over 2.5. 5 tells us to round up, so we end up with 3. I have 5 times 3 is 15 over 3, which gives us 15 divided by 3, which is 5. For B, 2,540 is going to round to 3,000. 7,800 rounds to 8,000, and 3,900 rounds to 4,000. Rather than working everything out straight away, I could cancel some of the zeros, so I could cancel these 3 zeros with these 3. This will give me on the top 24,000 over 4. 4 into 24 goes 6 times, so I get 6,000. Lastly, 99.8. First significant figure is 9, underline. The 9 tells the 9 in the tens column to round up, so we have 100, which gives us square root of 100, which is 10. You might have a question where you need to round down, so let's say I have 7.4 times 3.2 over say 13.8. So in this question we would have 7.4, which would round to 7, 3.2 rounds to 3 because the 4 in the tenths column tells the 7 to round down, and the 2 in the tenths column tells the 3 to round down, or the 3.2 to round down. 13.8, if I underline the 1, 3 tells us to round down, so we have 10. You have 21 over 10, which is 2.1. Here are some questions for you to try. Please pause the video now and have a go, and when you're ready for the answers, press play. Here are the answers. So for the first one, 3.4 is going to round down to 3, 4.7 rounds to 5. On the bottom we have 4.85 rounded to 5, which gives us 15 divided by 5, which is 3. For B, we need to remember our bid mass and work out what's in the brackets first. So estimating, we have 20 plus 40 in the brackets, and we need to divide all of that by 5. 20 plus 40 is 60, divided by 5 gives us a final answer of 20. Here's a trickier question for you to try. Here's a trickier question we're going to try. A school trip is being planned, 125 pupils will be going. The total cost for the coaches is £520. The cost of one pupil's ticket is £28. Given the cost of the coaches to be shared out equally among the pupils, calculate the total cost for one pupil to go on the trip. So for one thing to remember is that there are 2 parts to this. There's the cost for the coach. So every pupil is going to be paying for the coach equally. So the £520 being shared out equally. So that means one pupil needs to pay 520 divided by 125. Now we're estimating, so I'm going to round the 520 to get 500 because the 2 tells us to round down. 125 rounds to 100, which gives us 5. So that means everyone pays £5 for the coach. And then to work out, well, the cost of the ticket is £28, but again, we're estimating, so £28 is approximately £30. The 8 tells the 2 to round up. So the total cost is going to be £30 plus £5, which is £35 approximately. Here's a question for you to try. Please pause the video now and have a go. And when you're ready to go through the answer, press play. Let's go through the answer. So again, we now need to look at the cost for the travel. The total cost of the bus is £298, so it's going to be 298 divided by 98. I'm not doing it exactly, we're estimating. The 9 tells the 2 to round up, so we have 300 divided by, and the 8 tells the 9 to round up. 9 in the tens column means 90. If I add another 10, I get 10 tens, which is 100. So we have 300 divided by 100, which is 3. So that means the bus is approximately £3 per pupil. The ticket costs £21.50 per person. £21.50 is approximately £20. So the total that every pupil is going to need to spend is £23.